Hello and welcome to Tech Pulse, the future of IT. I'm your host, Marcus Chen.
And I'm Alicia Reyes.
Before we dive in, a quick disclaimer. We're fictional podcast hosts created to deliver valuable IT insights. But the information we're sharing today is very real and very relevant.
And today, we're tackling a topic that's becoming increasingly crucial for IT managers everywhere: procurement tools for ITAM integration in 2025.
That's right, Alicia. And if you're wondering what ITAM stands for, it's ITAM Asset Management. Basically how organizations track and manage all their technology assets from purchase to disposal.
Marcus, I was talking to an IT director last week who described his procurement situation as, and I quote, "a nightmare of spreadsheets, emails, and paperwork." Sound familiar to anyone listening?
Oh, I've lived that nightmare. Imagine this scenario. You're an IT manager, and your team needs to deploy new laptops for a sales expansion. But all your procurement data is buried in different systems. You have no idea when devices were shipped, which vendors handled them, or how many licenses were actually purchased.
And this isn't some hypothetical situation. It's the daily reality for many IT teams. In 2025, with IT budgets under more scrutiny than ever, this disconnect between procurement and asset management isn't just inefficient, it's financially dangerous.
Absolutely. SaaS costs are skyrocketing. Asset life cycles are getting shorter, and procurement choices directly impact everything from compliance to onboarding speed.
Here's what's interesting about that. Procurement ITAM integration has shifted from being a nice-to-have to an absolute necessity. But before we explore the top tools, let's clarify what this integration actually means.
Great point. In simple terms, procurement ITAM integration ensures that the moment you purchase something, it becomes visible in your ITAM system. No more waiting for manual updates or chasing down information.
Exactly. Instead of procurement data living in one silo and IT asset data in another, every purchase order, invoice, and vendor contract becomes instantly visible in your ITAM system.
Let me give you a concrete example. Without integration, you order 30 laptops and then wait and wait until they physically arrive before they're entered into your ITAM system. With integration, those 30 laptops appear as pending assets the moment the purchase order is approved.
And each asset carries its vendor information, price, warranty details, everything from day one. You're not just seeing assets after they arrive. You're tracking them from order to disposal.
When I was managing IT at my previous company, we wasted countless hours just trying to reconcile what we'd ordered versus what we had in our inventory system. The disconnection created so many blind spots.
And those blind spots create real risks. What happens when procurement orders 25 devices, but your ITAM only shows 15 in stock? Is it a shipment problem? Untagged assets? Both are compliance nightmares.
Or how about surprise renewals? Your SaaS contracts auto-renew for 100 seats while only 60 are active. Without integration, you're essentially throwing money away on unused licenses.
Mid-market companies with these inefficiencies can lose hundreds of hours annually, time that could be easily saved through automation.
So let's talk solutions. What are the top procurement tools for ITAM integration in 2025? Alicia, I know you've been researching this extensively.
I have, and there are several standouts depending on company size and needs. For enterprise organizations, CDW offers robust e-procurement services that integrate directly with many ITAM tools.
CDW is interesting because they're not just a procurement platform, they're also a major IT supplier. Their e-procurement services automatically feed data on serial numbers, make, model, and purchase dates directly into your ITAM system.
Exactly. For large organizations managing thousands of assets, CDW provides that end-to-end visibility from purchase to delivery. But it might be overkill for smaller businesses.
For mid-market companies, I'm a big fan of Procuro. It's lean, modern, and built specifically for mid-market needs. The integration with ITAM tools, like Asset Sonar, is straightforward through direct APIs.
Procuro hits that sweet spot of affordability and functionality without the overhead of enterprise platforms. Another strong mid-market option is Procurify. Cloud-native, intuitive, and with a really robust mobile app.
I've seen IT teams implement Procurify in weeks rather than months. The user experience is so smooth that you don't need extensive training to get teams on board.
For those larger enterprises with complex global operations, Coupa remains the heavyweight champion of spend management. The integration ecosystem is extensive, connecting to ERPs, ITSM tools, finance systems, you name it.
But with great power comes a higher price tag and longer deployment times. It's definitely not for everyone.
And rounding out our top picks are Zycus, which specializes in contract intelligence and vendor risk management, and GEP Smart with its AI-powered procurement suite.
So we've covered the top tools, but let's talk about the real-world time savings these integrations create. What changes for IT teams when procurement and ITAM systems start talking to each other?
It's transformative. Before integration, IT managers spend hours chasing procurement for shipment confirmations. SaaS contracts renew without IT's knowledge. Finance, IT, and procurement all work in silos with different versions of the truth.
And after integration, a laptop purchase order triggers asset record creation in ITAM instantly. Serial numbers update automatically upon delivery. Licenses purchased sync with ITAM, and renewal alerts fire before contracts auto-renew.
The data shows a 40 to 60% reduction in manual data entry. Onboarding cycles shrink from weeks to days, and there's a significant reduction in compliance risks and audit headaches.
I worked with a financial services company last year that implemented Procuro with their ITAM system. They estimated saving over 20 hours per week just in procurement-related tasks. That's basically a half-time position they could reallocate to more strategic work.
And looking ahead to what's coming in 2025, there are some fascinating trends emerging in procurement ITAM workflows. AI-powered procurement forecasting is becoming a game changer.
Yes. Imagine your ITAM system flagging that 100 laptops in your sales team are hitting 3 years of use and showing increased support tickets. A tool like GEP Smart can use that data to forecast demand for replacements before failures spike.
Instead of firefighting, procurement and IT stay ahead of refresh cycles. Another trend we're seeing is embedded procurement dashboards directly inside ITAM systems.
This is huge. No more switching between procurement portals, ITAM dashboards, and ERP systems. IT managers get a single source of truth with procurement data displayed right alongside asset health information.
We're also seeing automated renewals triggered by asset milestones. When a firewall in your ITAM database hits its 35th month in service, the system automatically notifies the vendor of an upcoming renewal, syncs contract details back into ITAM, and alerts IT leadership to approve or renegotiate terms.
This closes that dangerous compliance gap where licenses or warranties quietly lapse, or worse, renew at inflated terms without IT visibility.
The final trend worth mentioning is cross-department analytics uniting procurement, finance, and IT data. Unified dashboards are transforming procurement from a back-office function into a collaborative growth driver.
Absolutely. A CFO reviewing quarterly budgets can immediately see that software overspend isn't from procurement errors, but from shadow IT. This allows teams to correct course instead of pointing fingers.
So what should IT managers take away from our discussion today? What are the action steps?
First, assess your current procurement ITAM disconnects. Where are you losing time? Where are the data gaps? This helps prioritize which integration points matter most.
Second, When evaluating procurement tools, prioritize API-first architecture. Make sure the tool can easily connect with your existing ITAM system or the one you plan to implement.
And third, start small if needed. You don't have to integrate everything at once. Begin with the highest impact workflows, usually hardware procurement and software licensing. Then expand from there.
That's great advice, Marcus. The ROI on these integrations typically materializes within the first 3 to 6 months, so it's a relatively quick win for IT teams under pressure to show value.
To wrap up, disconnected procurement and ITAM workflows are simply no longer sustainable in 2025. With the right toolset, IT managers can stay compliant, deploy faster, and avoid costly oversights.
We hope this episode has given you practical insights into how procurement ITAM integration can transform your IT operations. As always, we'd love to hear your experiences. What tools are you using? What challenges are you facing?
Join the conversation in our Tech Pulse community. And tune in next time when we'll be discussing AI in IT service management, another game-changing trend for 2025.
Thanks for listening to Tech Pulse, the future of IT. I'm Alicia Reyes.
And I'm Marcus Chen. Until next time, keep your Tech Pulse strong.